Konnichiwa. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope you are all well. Gonna be playing some Path of Exile 2. Might switch it up later, who knows. Depends how I feel. For now, I remember we came back here right after killing that woman in the miner's place. And I think there's a new NPC here we're allowed to talk to now, who said they'd tell us everything. I don't have anything to sell or such. Did I talk to the woman who said stuff? That says it's all unexplored now. No, I have not. I take it this is for driving. The worst class is the Ranger. Is it? The Ranger actually looks fun. The little bit I played of it seemed fun. Also, hi Onion, I hope you're having a nice night. You actually have no idea.
This Balbalak will live or die based on her usefulness in pursuit of the beast. As per what questions you will, then we are Dura.
Someone told you it needs a buff, but it's fun. Fair. Hi VR, how are you tonight? I am doing well. But thank you for asking, Reese's fate.
If her information proves to be truthful, then she will live. If she is a deceiver sent to
She'll be left out behind the open desert. Again.
In the open desert. Once again. Move swiftly.
You just swinging by? Appreciate it. I hope you're having a nice night.
Atop the burial spires of Deshar lie the Maraket's most honored dead. The king has become driven by madness to seek any trace of ancient flesh from those of renown or power in life. He intends to feed their bodies to the horrific creature he keeps in a cage behind his throne.
So now he's keeping the next leader is keeping it as a pet.
And the sight haunts
The count of the first person and now the leader of this place. Identity.
I am of the Faridun. We are the shadows of the Maraket, the unwanted and the forgotten. Some time ago, a foreign woman came to us and offered us the power to take back what was ours.
Hi, thank you for lurking, I appreciate it. We'll shout you out when the cooldown's over.
When she finally brought us the beast, it was not the glorious power we'd been promised. It was horrifying. Those of us who did not want to make war, those of us
I love how the eyes are like keyholes.
Shaman Ra sealed us in the mine when his dreadnought was complete. This madness must end.
You've gotten to a point where you can recognize an artist based off their style. That happens with a lot of artists for me. It depends on how much I see of their art, though. Hi, Birchie. How are you? Birchie's running! Get him! Literally just trying to flee the moment they're here. Defection.
You need not trust me. You will see the truth of my information soon enough. I ask nothing of you, only that you do what you know is right.
Corruption. Thank you for shouting out, Kai.
I cannot bring myself to fully believe it's the reason for my people's second turn. I know that when the beast first came to us, when Jaman Ra was raised from death, he quickly became covetous and prone to fits of rage. Soon that fervor gleamed in the eyes of those around him. You say it's his corruption.
I haven't seen anything that was not already there.
That was not already there. Corruption may exist, yes, but it does not fully control. It only excuses. The Faridun are warring against the Marakets because they desire to do so. They have always wanted.
And I can't entirely blame them for that. When they literally abandon you as like children or babies in the desert, you need to bully Mink into playing Darktide. You should. It is a good game. The hooded one.
What is that being? Does it travel with you? I would tell you not to trust a mysterious stranger in black. It could make my own situation rather difficult.
At least they noticed that. And GTFO. I feel like Mink would play GTFO in a heartbeat because they did with us before. We just haven't played it recently. The Maraketh.
I cannot say I view the Maraket favorably, but there is no other power to which I can turn. Shaman Ra is going mad, and I know that the Maraket will unite their
Oh, there's a floating, like,
to confront him.
lava
The need
turtle?
is great enough. I believe that it is.
The Faridun.
The Maraket have no idea how great we number. We are larger than anyone Akara by far. and my brothers and sisters hold a great bitterness.
If you play today, you'll be ready.
Corruption came among us.
You were always into the game but don't have it. You think it was free at some point? Well, I didn't buy it for free, Teardrop.
Is made opposite to the Maraketh out of spite. I still feel some of that anger when I see them here, standing proud and
Everything they do to spite those other people who toss them aside.
glory days. But do they not have such glory now?
Asala.
I must pursue what I feel to be right. Asala might yet decide to have me put to death, or abandon me to the doom of the desert. I know these risks, but I had to try anyway. If you had seen the darkness rising in the hearts of my brothers and sisters, you would understand. I am not betraying them. I'm trying to save them from themselves.
Hi, Seer. How are you tonight? The Countess.
Oriana, the one you called a countess. Jaman Ra has declared her our queen. She first
Boy,
came to us
you are a
once
very
and
good
seemed
boy,
sympathetic
Virtue.
to our
Thank you for
cause.
coming by my streams. Thank you for being such an awesome person. I wholeheartedly appreciate you. So you are a very, very good boy, Virtue.
Vowing to
Nice.
return with something that would resurrect our greatest hero, Jaman Ra.
You're
We
aight
hope
as
that
usual.
before us,
Aight.
The Faridun united for the first time since his death. We prepared as she asked. We took the quarry. We began working on the dreadnought. I am ashamed to admit that I
Did they
wasn't
put him
part
in the
of
dreadnought? Or
until the
he just
day
wanted
she
it?
kept her promise. She did return. She did
So the corruption
return
can
to
resurrect dead
Jaman
people.
Ra.
But it looks like it needs to have at least a piece of them to be able to do it. Because they talked about how they're trying to... At the very start of the conversation, they talked about how they're trying to unearth, like, ancient tombs to find even a trace of flesh from their past heroes or such. The
The
beast.
sight of that thing chilled my soul. Those of us who objected to its presence were forced to work, mining and finishing the dreadnought.
Hi, Folly. How are you tonight?
Madness was already rife, and we were sealed in the mine to die for supposedly betraying our people. Farewell.
Okay, it does say to travel to the gate. You doing better today? That's good to hear. There doesn't look like a lot on the map. There's like a tiny icon here that something could be that you can't see behind my big head, but it's mainly these pillars and the gate guarding it. The flow trade is gone, but the gates remain. The Holani gates.
One of the
Is that not how I travel to it? Oh, did the caravan just like stop and I get off it? Excuse me. Bless you, thank you. Bless your face. Smack. Here's all the slaves. Set them free! Free the slaves! I want to cut their chains, but I don't have a sword. I'm sorry. They have to suffer just because I don't have a sword. Because there's gates.
The Halani gates are closed, and the Faradun hold them in defense of the beast. We will have to find another way.
Is she gonna join me?
Move swiftly.
What, am I not allowed to go through that gate? Hi, Palm. How are you doing tonight? And hi, Mink. How are you? It's good to see you. Your brother wants you to get Darktide. They were literally like, we have to come up with a formulation to bully Mink into buying it. Nodders. That is 100% word from word what they absolutely said. You have Darktide? Is your brother lying to me? Hi, Frenchie. How are you tonight? Oh, they just said into playing Darktide, not buying it. My bad. My bad. I apologize to your brother. He just wants you to be awake to play it. Fair.
The Halani gates are closed. Then Jaman Ra must have succeeded in capturing them. He planned to close the gates to prevent the Malaket from interrupting his harvest. A siege from the front would be impossible now. But there is another way. An ancient passage lost to time.
The traitor
Used by the
Balbala.
traitor Balbala.
You wish you had Dark Tide. Cough, cough, with your level 30 Psyker.
Jaman Ra before it is too late.
So, the outcasts have raised their new king from the grave, and he seeks to violate Deshar.
And then I see Mink loading up Marvel Rivals. She's most certainly not playing Dark Tide.
Vile dogs. Our city of the dead lies beyond the Halani gates. We should move to crush the Ferridan immediately.
You literally got the game, then Sleep Dead has hit you hard. Fair.
Information is truthful. Infiltrate this supposed passage. Find your way to the top of the gates without being detected.
Without being detected, I am a warrior with a two-handed mace that jumps around smashing everything. Lady, you asked the wrong person to help you out here. Brother is literally always yawning right now. That was a fake yawn. That was a fake yawn, just to trick you into yawning more. I think they call that an empathetic yawn, when you see someone else yawn and then you suddenly do
Let us
too.
see if the defector's information is truthful. Infiltrate this passage. Find your way to the top of the Halal gates without being detected, and then call for aid. I shall answer.
Kind of like her accent. Reducing the follow thing at the side so it doesn't have a huge long line. Trader's Passage, and I'm a trader, so they let me go through. Nodders. The most basic of basic tooltips. Repeatedly damaging an enemy can stun them. Yes, one of my abilities revolves entirely around that. Oh, they've even got crossbows set up. Checkpoint. Oh god, I'm detected already. I was about to say, my hammer's not making noises. Proximal tangibility? Question mark? Does that mean like it has to be close for you to it to actually be tangible? No one wants to play ever. That just seems like a straight up lie. I want to play right now. You didn't say what game. You didn't say what game.
Fear will best you.
Dark Tide, true. I played Dark Tide every day for the last 3 days. I could play it later and stream today. Because I sometimes play one game for 2 hours, then another game for 2 hours. Ooh, those look cool. I mean, they're just spiders, but they've got such long legs. You bought it for like 2 people and none of them wanted to? Oof. There's a whole voice chat of people who just played with you. They gave you 2 games and switched. Well, technically they did play 2 games with you. Even if it's only 2, it's better than 0. Like 90% of my experience as being a warrior is just being me pushing my Q button to spin at enemies. Well, I was gonna say, will this go back to the entrance? That spider literally just did a barrel roll. I could tell that was those enemies already. Thankfully, poison doesn't seem to be a big deal in this game, like it barely does any damage. One day Sasha will play with you, says you, nerd. Refusal! Onion doesn't spin, I can't play with them. Look, spin to win. Spin to win. That's how you don't die in video games. You just spin at all times. And then the centrifugal force lets items and spells deflect off of you. Sears just, oh, I don't believe that for a second. Oh, good lord. I feel like that way will lead to a quick dead end. You just pray, now if only you paid. Pay the price, onion. In blood. I still say those just look like big fancy dinner plates a waiter brings in at a restaurant. You must recite the holy litanies. I was gonna make a joke about the Holy Bible, but nah. Nah. Do you have a favorite class in Darktide? Leveling them up, I like the Ogryn the most, just because I love that big slap shield. But I feel like I'm kind of liking the Zealot just for their big AoE thing that restores shield now. All the classes are fun to an extent, though. You've been playing the Pew Pew Mans. A lot of their penances or whatever for unlocking certain outfit items revolve around their first ability, that Executioner stance or whatever. But their stealth ability is actually pretty good too, just because A, it drops all aggro, and B, refills your toughness completely. So it can be used as just a panic button if you're a coward like me. You just go plink, run into a corner, wait for the enemies to go to your teammates, and then go back to shooting them in the back. The decree... Oh, I was going to say the decree of imprisonment.
The traitor Balbala has been sentenced to 1,000 years of suffering as a Green, bound in this place of her dishonor.
Oh, her.
Let no woman or man of Mariketh blood enter her prison before her time is served.
Sounds good. I am not a Mariketh, so it is totally cool for me to go through. I should activate that checkpoint, just because if there's a checkpoint somewhere else I can teleport back. And for all I know, that might circle around. Yep, it does. Extra fire damage and a haste aura. Oh, I have the stun ability.
I've nowhere to keep that.
It was like, you cannot use this item when the game is paused. It most certainly was not.
How can I be?
Jamonra? Does he know them?
I was asleep during the
Nope.
era of Shaman-Ra. I cannot attest to the truth of Risu's tale, though I cannot say it is outside the realm of possibility. The Mariketh have strict traditions, erring on the side of brutal. Do whatever it takes.
And you can say about it too. And she's the storyteller, so she'd know the most.
That's a tale I rarely tell.
Welcome to the Discord, Sasha. Have an awesome night. Thank you, Frenchie. I appreciate it. You have yourself a lovely night too.
Shaman-Ra was their most successful attempt at causing problems. A very long time ago, he spread dangerous ideas among the outcasts and spoke to the Maraketh as if they were equals.
Imagine that.
His offenses were so great, the Sekimers joined together to approach and rebuke him. The tale says that he was so in awe of the glory of our leaders,
I highly
he took
doubt
his
this.
own life and chose to fall forgotten in the sands. It is a strange conclusion to his tale, I must admit, but this is what is told. If he has been somehow reanimated through corruption, he will have only one goal: harming us.
Yep. Are you pulling for any of the characters in Honkai Star Rail for 3.0? No idea. I probably don't have the gems for it. Which characters are coming out? I'm not sure if I've seen. Let me Google. I mean, I probably will pull for the Herta. There's Herta and the Blonde Goddess who has a summon. I'm not big on summons. The Blonde Goddess is pretty, but I'm not sure I'd roll on her. I feel like I'll 100% roll on Herta just because. The Herta. Oh, my bad. I still remember someone, as soon as they saw that it was called The Herta, they did that meme with SpongeBob having drawn that huge fancy the. And so then there's her going, the. Okay, so fire resistance and a ton of armor. Or a bit of maximum life and strength. While the strength is nice, I feel like if I'm using the shield, I'm doing it for armor anyways. Sasha, hi Mew. I was lurking in your stream, I think it was yesterday. I hope you had a good time. I saw you playing, I think it was Coral Island, and 100%, when I saw you mining in that cave, I was literally just like, is this RuneScape? This is giving me RuneScape vibes.
She served her sentence
Nodders.
long ago, but knowledge of the location was lost. It is long past time to release her.
Wait, we are supposed to release her?
If you wish, but I doubt it will mean much to a Jinga.
Risu. It was a great time, and yeah, mining is like RuneScape.
You'll never be accepted by the Adura. You may trust her, and she may provide information about the enemy's intentions, but remember,
There are some fancy skins and stuff, but I think you have to buy them all.
we deal with our own traitors using excessive means.
Well, let's unseason his cast iron.
We
Gasp!
do not consider it our duty to punish her, but neither will we protect her when the time comes. Publicly, I
The
will
Faradon.
decry them as loudly as anyone else. Privately,
Rude.
I do not condone their actions, but I have suffered.
So she kind of understands what the outcasts have gone through.
Their entire lives. To be honest, I expected them to turn on.
Well, they have no reason not to when you abandon them in the sands as children. Balbala the traitor.
Long ago, when Keth was the shining
Keith.
jewel of the Vastiri, and our trade routes were the envy of the known world, a weak-willed Sekimer named Balbala betrayed her Akara for a promise of Welakath, a mythical elixir said to bestow great power. She led a band of foreign warriors through secret paths to the top of the Halani gates. Taken by surprise, the Akara was slain to the last woman. What was her reward? Not Welakath. The bandits put a spear through her gut in that very...
So she betrayed her people, then the people she betrayed to help betrayed her. Unsurprising.
Enacted an ancient ritual
And I'll probably have to fight her soul as the boss of this level.
for a sentence intended to be 1,000 years. Jingak, it has been far more than 1,000 years. By Zarka's reckoning, at least 2 or 3. The stain of Balbala's betrayal has been lifted from her legacy, yet the
So they couldn't
knowledge
even
of her
free her
presence
after the time, and
is
she's probably
no
P-worded about it.
War Knights.
Bone wand, because I've got a bone to pick with them. That's the most boring joke, Sasha. True.
Dodge this!
Oh, you're still alive. So are the little bulbous ones the babies of these big ones? I got my eyes on you, buddy. You'd better. All 3 of them. Onion has 3 eyes? Maybe. Heck if I know. I was gonna say I almost expect something to crawl out of there. But no, they're doing the boring thing of having them down the walls. God, I'm so slowed. The one dude's at the back's just like, not sure if I want to mess with him. But it had no choice. What a gross room, 100%. I've fought spiders before in game, but this is the only area I've fought these humongous long-legged ones. Samsha! Hi ZBG, how are you tonight? I hope you've been well. Everyone is in fact cool, and I'll pass that on for you. I was gonna say, I'm not sure I've seen these guys attack even once, because they die so easily. You're aight. That's what Seer said! What are you, my mod Seer? Killing enemies does slowly regen charges for your flask. Hi Ampathos, how are you tonight? Everyone is still cool, and I will pass that on for you. Oh, I didn't do that timer right. Even me. Most definitely even you. You're doing pretty good. You're playing Cosmo tier. I'm not sure I've heard of that one. It sounds familiar, but... You like the rec to show that you're in fact not cool at all. Says you, nerd. Don't believe them. They're lying about being cool.
Face me!
Gasp, they got off an attack for once. Spin, spin, spin. I just moonwalk towards my enemies. They won't know what happened, and then suddenly, there was an area back there I can teleport to if I find another checkpoint. Otherwise, I gotta go the long... I never noticed there's a dangly thing on my shield. Or no, it's just a glitch and cosmetic. This looks like the actual way to go. The Six Sisters heroines of the Ancient Age.
Anything I've ever seen.
Yeah, they gotta be at least like 20 years old. I'm kidding. Just so I don't miss a mini-boss or anything. Speaking of which...
Nothing of these symbols. What secrets lie within?
Area covered in ancient seals. Of course I'll just break my way in.
There is nothing just about excessive power.
Is that Valhalla? The ancient Jinn, I wonder. They're not going to be friendly, I guarantee that. Yep, Balbala. Oh god, that's that thing I saw that effect I saw outside. It's a coin, I want it. Oh, whoa. The poison's filling the whole room? Excuse me? Okay, there has to be a way to cancel that somehow. Oh, I will keep waiting then. That area...
I know nothing of these symbols. What secrets lie within?
Unless I need something to defend the poison and come back to them. Oh, do I have to destroy the barrier?
Crush them!
I can't even hit them. The poison did stop after a while. I mean, if I switch to this, I have my shield at least. Oh, I'm out of healing. Sometimes it seems like I can't even hit them. Oh, dodge too slow. Is this where the poison just uncovered the whole room? It's like, do I just have to find her and attack her? At least with the shield I can block attacks, and like I've said, I don't think there's a downside to dying as far as I know.
What secrets lie within?
I prove myself.
Okay, she lifts her daggers, I have to jump away from that. Oh, I didn't jump. And it's like her attacks are piercing through my shield. That's the whole reason I use the shield. Thankfully, killing the spirits seemed to refill a decent amount of my healing. It'd be so much easier as a range class, but I already started as this character, so I'm dedicated to it. Okay, so it does seem like whenever she does that, I just have to chase after her. Should I just be switching if I can't block that attack anyways? And I assume it's always just the opposite way. Hi, Muck. How are you doing tonight? Oh, those are the ones she throws at me. I'm hoping I'll get cooler abilities when I'm higher level, because there's still a few sets of abilities I haven't unlocked. I keep forgetting to put my totem down. And that has missed more than once. My stun attack. You chillin'? I'm glad to hear it. Items better not, like, fall into the hole.
A coin? What is this? I've nowhere to keep that.
Barbara's Baria. Completing this trial will allow you to choose your ascendancy class. Or are you standing there gawking at me? We just go to the trial of the Sekmas? Right click to listen to Balbala.
Allow me to repay you for freeing me from my imprisonment. By my right as Jinn,
I invite you to participate in the trial of the Sekmas. There I can earn my rest and you may prove yourself worthy of the wisdom of the Marikath.
there I can earn my rest, and you may
Take this item to the trial of the Sekmas. An ascendancy class, I assume, is just a higher version of your current class or such, or a very specialized one, like two-handed.
What have you learned?
Nothing. Can I tell them Balbala's dead?
So, you released Balbala from her prison, and she fought well. Good. She may now earn her...
They don't seem to care at all. They're just like, yeah, sure.
Places still hold power. Her barrier contains her soul. She will tell you what to do next. Blessings.
Ah, you released Balbala.
So it's your duty to redeem her.
Then it is your duty to redeem her soul by allowing her to serve as a mentor Jinn during your
I wonder how
days
heavy
as
that thing is on her back.
In modern times, we give aspiring Decaras a straightforward test. For this task, however, the old ways are required. You will have to face a much deadlier trial. Speak to Asala. The original trial is not far from here, and the caravan is duty-bound to carry you there.
So that probably, yeah, desert map, it opens something new. Oh, that's a helmet. So those give 8 strength, which is why I've been keeping them forever. But these give 2 to 3 damage to attacks. Cold damage, but still. Bunch of armor too. And man on enemy killed, so I'm finally replacing these. I feel like I should hold on to the mitts to give to Monk if I level them up eventually. Bone Shatter I use on stunned people a lot. Haven't tried Resonating Shield. I am liking Perfect Strike. Let's talk to Asala just to see what they say. Oh no, they don't have anything new to say.
Makarkan.
Risu's fate.
The Balbalak has her life, for she was truthful. If she also wishes
Accepted, but not equal.
that will
That's the main thing.
move swiftly.
Monster level 22. I feel like I should finish the current area I'm at, and then go do that. Just the random sword floating in the hole. Not sure why these respawned. Oh, because I died. That actually makes sense then. And I like teleporting while enemies are attacking me. They chose to attack me, they die too. And then by attacking one enemy, it brings in more enemies. See? Okay, that's all that aggroed. I should check the store to see if they have better items, like gear. It is funny that my weapon does fire damage and my gloves are doing ice damage, so I've got the whole frost fire effect. Oops, siphoning wand, and it's a rare item. I wonder if that was actually a named enemy and I just didn't notice. Is that why it dropped a yellow item? Oh, that's only a rank 1 support gem. Go straight to the Rangers. I was about to say, those are enemies. Checkpoint is ominous. Ding! They are good at checkpointing between, like, before every boss, mini-boss, etc., which is nice. I was gonna say I thought they were improved, but I guess it's just the little ones that were such long legs. I'm not a lag person though. Am I? No. Skitter Golem and Quake Golem. I feel like Quake was a good game when I was younger. They haven't made a new one in forever though. I hope someday they give it the same treatment they gave Doom. Okay, dead end. There's one path to the left at the checkpoint and one path down here. There's still tons of room here, and oh, this connects here, and I didn't notice. I could just do my charge up attack and kill them in a single hit, but I'm so lazy I just keep using my basic melee. So nothing in the middle of the map. I can probably go... Actually, that southern checkpoint only seems slightly closer than the northern one. Thank you for the hydrates here. Oh god. I didn't heal in time. I tried. And so enemies will have respawned. Forgot to ask, how was your stream yesterday? I saw you play some Hunt. I did. Dire joined me in it, and I actually got a ton of kills. Ooh, Spiked Club. I think that's a one-handed that I'm using. So that might be a better version of it. I can't see it under my camera. Yeah, Spiked Club. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. I got 5 kills in one match, which is literally half the enemy players, although I think one was a revived player. How many matches did you do and what weapon? I don't know! I didn't count how many matches, like 2 hours of it or an hour and a half or something like that. And I basically have been sticking to the bow and the sword the whole time, because I feel like I do best with that, and so if I do want to start on the ace and the whole achievement, I can do it that way. By just playing with the thing I'm really good with, or kind of good with. Power Siphon, but that's a really good wand, so I want to keep it.
I will tell your tale.
Spell damage, wow, 55% spell damage, Max mana, chaos spells, cast speed, int. Oh, wrong button. Does 1 more damage. Because it has slightly more physical damage. This gains mana per kill. This gains mana. Okay, so this is nothing but a straight upgrade. Since it's that plus accuracy plus strength. You couldn't come by, so you missed out. Teardrop! What would I do without you being here, Onion? I suffered the whole time. I didn't get a single hit and kill in Hunt, despite what I said earlier, because I didn't have you watching over me like a guardian angel. Teardrop! Teardrop! Huh? Dire actually did that last night at one point. They were just straight up like, huh? Okay, these are the spiders that killed me before. Using my healing in advance. It's lucky that all 5 of them didn't attack me at once. Oh, trying to get the ranged skellies, but they're elite. Or whatever it's called when their name is blue and they have bonus health and effects. Okay, no items, just money. Every time they say dodge this, I'm just waiting for the enemy to actually do it. Like, oh, thanks for the heads up. Like, I didn't know I was supposed to dodge. Oh, no, that's the super slow. And that's what got me killed before. And I deserved that. I walked right into that fireball. Or I rolled forwards knowing it was coming at me. And like I said, 90% of what I do is just hold my Q to do my spin attack. The two-handed hammer hits so hard. And it hits twice with that. But then my attacks are also so slow compared to what I've seen of the other classes. No, those are all smaller items. Pat, 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 pat. I can see a white dot. It's like the shine of the cursor shows on my health thing. I didn't even notice that. Oh, it's because... I was going to say, does light come off my cursor? Because that would make sense then. Okay, Halani Gates is where I'm supposed to go. So that other place might be a mini-boss. Hi, King Bob. How are you tonight? I hope you're doing well. Poggers, you're getting there! You're almost halfway. I'm good. How about you? I'm doing good too. Thank you for asking, though. I almost thought that said Heaven Mask, but it's Hewn. Everyone is in fact cool, and I'll pass that along for you. Oh, I thought that would let me do the stun after. You're cool. No, you're cool, nerd. Why do you call everyone a nerd, Sasha? I like saying it. I consider myself a nerd too, so I don't think of it as being offensive. Sir's running from being cool! Get him! I have to finish killing that person before I get him. And hey, Jed, how are you doing? Not sure if I said hi to you already. I feel like I did not. Okay, so I can leave from the gates, but I have to teleport to the other area first. Or the other checkpoint first. Thank you for the head pat. Oh, there was literally just a chest right here. Hilarious. Oh, it goes slightly further? I know it just ends abruptly there. I guess because it's broken. No, you stopped and now you were watching Palace play Helldivers for a while. Nice, nice, nice. Did you join them in Helldivers? I've never heard you mention it, so I'm guessing you don't have it. I'm doing well, though. I can go through. It says I can go through. Are these people gonna get up and attack? I mean, I know they look dead, but a lot of dead things have gotten up recently in game. They're not, so these must just be the defenders of the gate that the, whatever they're called, Faradun took out. Terracotta soldiers? Advance with you? Pass. I need to sell loot. You don't have to, you don't wanna. Watching is enough for you, too much on the screen for you to process and react to. That's fair. Especially on the higher difficulties, it can get very hectic. Zarka.
You have no idea how much restraint it requires to listen to tales of people and places I knew, yet not correct her. She's close. I shall grant her that. Often startlingly so. In certain details or sequences of events, but the spirit of what happened thousands of years ago, the essence of that life, being embellished. At other times,
It's a nice idea, because the stories over time get grander or worse, and yet this dude's this ancient spirit that's seen everything.
my memories that have drifted with time. I suppose we should never know. Because those
At least he
that are gone,
acknowledges that. Is he the one that's thinking differently?
all that I once loved has been dust hundreds of years longer than you have even been alive.
Such a jolly old chap, isn't he? Shambrin.
I am accustomed to others shivering and turning away when my gaze falls upon them. But I must confess, for once, the feeling is reversed. Though she is blind, I sometimes have the strangest notion that she is looking at me.
And then he looks away from her.
Move swiftly.
I've started selling my items because I noticed that those disenchant things are just giving me those things like that I never use. Unless at high level I'll regret that. Like those shards, they all combine to be one of these shards. Still only 29%. It's 2% more, which might not sound like much, but that's the one that activates when you become frozen I haven't seen much lightning damage. I've seen a bit of cold damage, but that activates when I'm frozen and frees me completely from the freeze effect, so I feel like it's the most powerful. Ad starts in 45 seconds. Apologies to anybody unsubscribed. Oh, and there's the caravan even moving through the gates. That's nice. I like little details when they're added into games. I made the mistake of trying to charge up my big attack instead of doing nothing but spam my spin attack. Nope, spin attack AoE is the way to go in basically all combat. To see, there was one of those big guys, and I was just hoping to do that. Is it my accuracy that's making me miss like that, or is it just that they have that shield? Vile stink? Oh, those are just regular swordsmen. I thought those were the bigger dudes. I didn't even notice those terracotta warriors were statues. I know we fought the terracotta warriors a minute ago, but still. And those are all going to activate, I was going to say. Let me see something. I got a notification in a game Discord that I was invited to. No, they just reposted something that they already posted before. Weird. Discord? Yes. I got an invite to the Arc Knights Enfield Discord server because I applied to their beta test thing. On that note, one of the first things they say in the server is being invited to the server doesn't actually mean you'll be invited to the beta. So, no reason to get excited yet. Oh, I know, right? Did your subscription literally just end between those two wait. Why? One of those messages doesn't have your subscriber badge, the other ones do. You posted that emote and they took away your subscriber badge for a second. They trolling us. There's like, I think, 16,000 people in the Discord or something like that. I don't know how many people they'll actually invite to the beta. I just assume the fact that I at least got invited into the Discord means that I probably meet the minimum of what they want for someone streaming it. Hi Glass, how are you tonight? Wonder if you got an email, maybe. Did you apply? I applied like day 1 or day 2 that they put up the thing a couple months ago. I'm good, and you? I'm doing good too. Vibing as we always do. You applied like 2 years ago. What? That wasn't a thing 2 years ago. Thank you for lurking, Glass. Oh, there was an alpha test. This is the beta, though. I feel like the alpha would be too boring. I probably wouldn't have joined in on it. Because that's where the game would probably be in such an unfinished state. Even the beta, they say, like, hey, this isn't the completed product, so expect it to not be far from perfect. But they also said you're allowed to stream it. Oh, Ruby's fire damage? That actually might make sense. There was a lot of people saying it needed work. Well, I mean, it was alpha. You literally look up what alpha test or what an alpha stage thing is, and it will pretty much be like the bare minimum of the game, I'm pretty sure. And like I said, even the beta would be unpolished. Probably certain characters won't be fully done in, etc. Bugs here and there. Then again, this game is a beta, and it looks perfectly playable. Ooh, that's neat. That hook almost looked like it was attached to their hair. You have a feeling you won't get into the beta? Teardrop? I thought you didn't even know about the beta like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And if so, then you probably didn't apply in time, sadly. Center of the Ferrodon offensive, it says. Oh, that is a big person. Lilm the Paler. They don't seem like they're damaging them. For a split second, I was like, can I just stand here and let my teammate literally kill the boss? No. Did they interrupt my thing? Wow, they get out of stun like instantly. But yeah, that shield is awesome for bosses. Forge Maul is what I have, so that might be a better primary weapon to use now. Here's hoping, fingers crossed. I spam that button all day for that gun, so...
Quickly.
Young one.
Risu.
Each young one is much like another. Ferrodon, Marraketh. What does it matter?
Others may scowl at me for letting Risu listen to my stories, but none of them can order me be silent because it's her job.
May order me silent.
I like this lady. 10 dexterity is pretty good. Oh wow, none of those items are like enchanted. My hammer does more damage. Oh, it does more base damage, but this does 12 to 20 fire damage. 5 to 13 physical damage. So it'll do a minimum of 41, which is 7 higher, and a maximum of 59, which is 7 higher. 93 accuracy, doesn't have attack speed increase, but 9 strength and light radius.
Speak up. Stay in sight.
Shockwave Totem I use a decent off and on. I'll probably... I was gonna say I'll probably have to go right back and sell all this stuff. Yep. I have a level up.
Speak up.
Maybe I will still disenchant a few. I feel like I'm gonna regret it later. Like maybe you get better shards for disenchanting stuff at high levels, so you attach it to the high level things and then DE them.
Open the way.
Sasha's so big! Hi Seiji, how are you doing tonight? I hope you are well. Oh, that's early access. Okay, we haven't gone here yet. I feel like when we get to the map and it lets us go here, that's when I'll go to the Trial of the Sekhmets.
If we can allow the caravan through all three gates, my warriors will force them under.
Hi Sinful, how are you tonight? I thought she was an enemy. Path of Toe Beans. The most important path of all. I thought this was only the second gate.
Onwards! Give these demons no quarter!
All the XP. Onion sucks at building blocks. Gasp! Did you play Minecraft with them or such? I'm okay, how are you? I'm doing good, but thank you for asking. Vibin' as I always do. Mayare! Thank you for the raid. How are you doing tonight? I hope stream went well. Sorry for not talking in your chat. I went and lurked at the start. You probably saw the check-in. But thank you. I hope you have a lovely night. Hello, anybody possibly new here? My name's Sasha. Despite how I look, I am in fact a boy, and I stream literally every single night. So if you're ever bored when Miyari's not around, you will find me here playing whatever game has caught my interest. Which lately has been Path of Exile, Hunt Showdown, Warhammer Darktide, stuff like that. A cute boy at that. And Mayari is a very cute girl. Nodders. She's been doing real cam streams recently, I believe. Look at those Tic Tacs, the toe beans. Though they're from a free asset and not actually part of my model. I keep spamming my healing potions, but I mean as long as it keeps refreshing. The Terracotta Warriors aren't a problem in the slightest. Those guys can do at least a single hit if they charge you. I feel like I've missed some of those pots around the areas. Sharper raid and run to be exhausting, gonna run through some errands. Nothing wrong with that. I appreciate you sending your community my way. Good luck with your errands. Have a nice night. You are an awesome person, Mayari. Thank you for the raid. Peace out. Hope you have a dope stream, cutie. Pock, pock, pock. Everyone is in fact cool, and I will pass that on for you. You'd think that the yellow chest would always have a yellow, aka a rare item in it. No, they just do that to get your hopes up. And the fact that some don't activate, I assume they just put them all together. Oh, now I have 2 levels up and I haven't spent them. Whoops. Okay, I got the attack speed stuff. I feel like I'm going for maces there. Axes, and they're not even released yet. And I can pay money to unsocket these things later. Empowered attacks do more damage. I have at least 2 attacks that use that. Break 20% increased armor. 20% increased damage against people with broken armor. 60% increased damage with them. 100% armor break duration. Is this like I can put a jewel right into this socket on my talent tree? This is straight up damage for like all my attacks. I kind of want to get there ASAP. Your internet died for a bit, but you're back. Wibbles. Sorry to hear about your internet being a baddie. You're getting dips, maybe not fully back, or uh-oh. Swift Bite. I love that they can only use their boulder once, and then it's gone. So that's a low armor shield. I'm kind of curious to see what it does. Higher block chance, strength, stun threshold, and a bit of thorns damage. Not that great, honestly. Your power went out earlier too. Oh god, do you live in the same place? Is she your bestie? Do you live like down the block from each other? New lore unlocked. All the other terracotta activate except the one. So lonely. Twinning your PC black screen from it and you flipped out. You've been having a lot of issues with black screening and your computer crashing. And you thought it was fixed once or twice too. You heard winter storms and stuff have been doing a real number on infrastructure in the lower 48. I feel like I might have heard something like that too. Winter storms and like a sheet of ice and the people aren't used to it or have the stuff to like strip down the streets. Also, all those wildfires down in California. I mean, whether we advance or not, if they've broken the thing to open the gate. The black screen this time was from power outage, thankfully. Oh, okay. That's still unpleasant and can cause trouble for your computer suddenly shutting down, but at least it's not hardware. Because that's 10 times scarier. What, I feel like the bridge is going to break on us. Shamanra, the Risen King. I mean the corruption. We literally have talked all about it. Armor breaker is T. Oh, I wasn't looking at my health. I was trying to figure out what are my abilities since I haven't been using them. Last troubleshoot you attempted was replacing a cable. All you can do is wait and pray.
Hold them back while I open the gate.
Noxious.
Is this possible?
Wrath for the king!
Okay, he has like 300 armor. He must have a phase 2 or something, because so far he's not exciting. Okay, I say that, and then he almost one-hits me. He says that a second before he's stunned. Is it I dodge towards it at that time? Oh, hi Dyer, how are you tonight? I hope you're doing well. No, you didn't. Oh, this is probably to let me regen my health vials a bit. Oh, he ran away? Saturating their own stream. Let's go! It's true, I did. I was late lurking in Mayari's stream, so when she raided me like 10 minutes ago, I'm technically a raider into my own stream. Let me grab points in Belly's stream and stuff now that I have a moment. You saw a Reddit post about the hunt text bug describing exactly what you experienced, except it was from like 5 years ago. Sasha, you got off work lurking on your way home. I appreciate it. Have a safe trip home, Quiet. Trying to shout out Quiet, but it's trying to shout out Amphithos instead. Quickly, but I want to explore. If I die, I just revive at the nearest thing. That looks like the gate we were at before. She came back to get me because I'm too slow. Thank you for the head pat. Like, that doesn't seem like much of a... Basically, everyone is like, oh, if you restart your game, that fixes it. Yeah, it's not much of a solution. I mean, that's literally what was the fix for my cursor bug in the past.
This is no natural sandstorm. We must battle sorcery with sorcery. Let us return to the caravan and entreat Zarka's wisdom.
So, do we just teleport? Turn to the caravan and speak to Zartha? I love how... I think I'm literally just supposed to create a portal to town. Maybe they'll tell me now I have to do the Ascension quest.
The Countess has used corruption to resurrect Jaman-Ra, and they have escaped with the beast.
Thank you for the head pat.
Thankfully, we have some idea what the Faradin intend.
I like this guy's voice. It might just be for the echoing. Double battle for the cattle.
Move swiftly. Whatever it takes.
Oh, I forgot about salvage benches. Quality or sockets for quality currency and artificer shards. And so I think quality is like yellow. Right? It's not? Oh, quality is a specific effect I've seen on 1 or 2 things, where it says 9% quality, and I think I sold it. You're debating if you make food. That depends. Like, see, that has quality. That has quality. Depends on if you're hungry. You feel you ate a small meal, then ate a bunch of candy.
I hear you.
Risu.
Risu has proven herself, at least to me. She has spoken only the truth, and I believe she means well.
It's usually better to disenchant over salvage.
We might
Oh,
have
really?
fellow Dekara,
And hi,
or
banana.
even friends.
And I should always disenchant rather than selling the items, right? Because disenchanting just gives me those things that lets me give a modifier to white items or whatever. You're like, maybe if I have 2 regular meals, you won't crave candy as much. Candy's candy, you'll always crave it, I'm sorry to say. The hooded one.
I face his direction, there is a faint impression. Even the sun does not intrude upon my blindness.
Depends if you need money, to be honest.
Oh,
Okay.
What am I seeing from your strange companion? Take your time.
Life per enemy killed might actually be really good. Although it's more for boss fights that I have issues. 18 lightning resistance, 60 armor. 185 armor. Life regen. Oh, because it has plus 44 to armor. That might actually be worth buying.
I'll unburden you.
It's not worth not being able to afford stuff to disenchant, but if you have cash, then you should do it. Okay. I heavily rely on my armor. Oh, that is a huge upgrade. 53 to 80 damage, 29 to 39. Its minimum is above my... its minimum is above my maximum. I'll eventually find hammers like that, I'm sure. Life per enemy killed, mana per enemy killed, causes more stun buildup. I feel like that's way too OP to not buy.
I hope it pleases. Take care.
Jaman-Ra can control the sands? Oh, this was not an ability he had in life. It must be born of corruption. There is something in the tales that could help us overcome such power. It was said that the horn of the Vastiri could control the winds. I believe the horn's location has been lost to time, but perhaps it is possible that we can reconstruct it. We would have to retrace the steps of our greatest heroine, Orbala, on her final adventure.
Talk to Asala, basically.
Young one.
Recreating the horn.
The horn.
How to condense a 7-day tale.
How to condense a 7-day
Final
tale.
quest before the Sekema of Sekemas. She wrested control of 3 elements.
Trusty Warsteed, the great mastodon Ekbab, gave its tusks for the carving and the channeling of lightning. The essence of water.
Water and fire.
You'll find them at the Valley of Titans.
Tail of the horn.
This is not the first time the sands themselves have been used against us. The necromancer of Weeping Black, Saresh, once waged war upon the Maraketh out of the nascent desert regions.
He commanded armies of the dead, but rolling storms.
This threat, Orbala set forth on a quest to master the elements.
So that's how she got the
Drew in a
form.
mighty breath and sounded the horn. It was so powerful. Every tent across the entire plains blew open. You can imagine what it did to the necromancer's sandstorms.
They stormed and killed
This
them.
victory, Orbala was made the Sekema of Sekemas.
Which I assume is just basically the leader of leaders.
For many years. Later, became our Queen of the Wind, greatest goddess of the Maraketh. Her divine name was Garukan, which means ultimate sovereign. The tales, unfortunately, make no further mention of the horn after that.
Don't know who that is. It might be Onion, it might not. It might just be someone literally like right here. Okay, those are just basics. Okay, rank 7, new skills. Leap into the air, damaging and knocking back enemies with your mace where you land. Enemies you would land on are pushed out of the way. So it takes time to jump at them.
Leap slam is useful for closing in on enemies and stunning them.
That also,
Even more effective against enemies with broken armor.
if they're broken armor, it does up to 5 times more stun buildup. On that note, it looks like it can help you get out from being surrounded by enemies. Earth Shatter slams the ground, sending out a fissure that deals area damage to enemies it passes under, and thrusts a spike from the ground where it ends. War Crimes forward with a spike will cause it to shatter, damaging surrounding enemies. I only have this War Cry, I think.
Earth Shatter is a slam that creates a spike of rock. Using Warcry skills nearby will Earth Shatter. Earth Shatter is a slam. Earth Shatter is a slam that creates a spike of rock. Using Warcry skill.
Does it appear where I put my cursor down?
Slam that creates a spike of rock.
Because it looks further away there. Ram your shield into the ground, throwing up a semicircular wall of earth. Enemies get attacked by walls, and your slams will instantly destroy them. Each wall segment explodes when destroyed, damaging enemies around it. Semicircular wall of earth.
Shield wall to ram your shield into the ground, creating a wall of rock. The rocks will explode if slammed.
And a slam count as a rolling... Yeah, rolling slam. Or leap slam. Okay, I'm finally getting abilities that I actually like the look of.
Leap slam is Earth Shatter.
I want to see if this works from ranged or not. She sells items too, I believe. I don't really care much about the mana. This healing thing heals a lot. But it removes 15% of life recovered from mana when used. So it drains your mana to use it.
Stay in sight.
I'm not sure if a third person sells or not here. Risu moved.
An outcast's trove.
Oh, she gives you random stuff, so it's basically gambling. The Dreadnought.
Faridun have never had grand caravans. In our preparations, Jam and Ra tasked our people with building one of our own. The intent shifted as madness crept upon
I wondered what the Dreadnought was supposed to be.
Soon it became the greatest war machine the Vastiri have ever known.
Your kind of game.
Wish for a better life was gone. Only thoughts of hatred were left. Farewell.
Sakema Asala.
Yes.
Know if they're meta, but you really like the potions that restore the charges on their own? Indeed. I've only seen one or two like that.
And the Valley of the Titans. We can retrace Orbala's steps in any order. Fight to the last.
I want to go to the... what is it called? Well, first there's Crown of Stone. I want to go to the Sakemas. Are these skulls from bosses or where I died? I think the black mark is places I haven't been. I'm not sure why it's telling me to go to Mod on, why there's an icon at Mod on Quarry. Valley of the Titans, Keth, Mastodon Badlands, Sandstorm Barrier, which we can't do. Go to try out the Skemas and see if I can do the whatever it's called. Ascendancy quest? Spider-Man! I'll have to equip that new ability to try out, but I've already used up my ability slots, so it would either have to be on a separate tab or... Because you can hold control to bring up a second toolbar, I just never use it.
I will show them how a true warrior fights.
Is it G? Yes, G opens this. I don't use Earthquake, so I can replace it. I haven't tried out Resonating Shield, but I meant to at some point. But it has Control E just to try it out. That's middle, that's that, that's that. Shield charge could go here for now. I could put Earth Shatter on there for now. Yeah, it does go to where I go. Or where my cursor is. So that is like a ranged attack. War Cries will cause it to shatter, but I haven't been using my War Cry lately. At the very least, I can use it as a ranged ability to pull enemies to me if I need to. Etchings of Varashta.
For the sisterhood is complete. We broke many bones and some backs. The triumph is ours to behold. Zerok has been the most helpful aid. He came to us at Tel Jari, but now he is something more.
Did I unequip my War Cry? I feel like I did. Because I wasn't using it. And this hammer does more damage, a lot more damage now. So this is Ascent Power. Oh, and it lets me change and store items. Yeah, Infernal Cry and Molten Blast I put away. I use Rolling Slam, I use Bone Shatter. Earth Shatter I equipped. I haven't used that really yet, but I want to try it out. All of those things do have a use. Hi HD, how are you tonight? How do I take these out? You cannot have multiple... Do I just have to unequip the skill? Or unequip the weapon first? Or no, I can just pull it out like that. Make it so my two-hander does more damage via that. I mean, this character does do the heavy stun anyways, so I feel like that's a straight upgrade no matter what. Shorter perfect timing window, but 50% more damage when they do. Hi, Claws. How are you tonight? Everyone is cool, and I will pass that on for you. Supported skills have 25% less chance to relate, but last twice as long. Mm. 20% chance to get an endurance charge when supported. They don't grab any benefit that can be used for other things. Supported skills have more attack speed. That honestly might be worth it just so I can spam it when I'm fighting bosses. Claus, thank you for resubscribing. I do appreciate it. Time to support your Oshi again. Your Oshi! Oh, snap. Oshi? Oh, snap. 50% chance to create jagged ground. I feel like that would be useful. What other skill is doing that? Because this already creates jagged ground. Chance to inflict, according to Twitch at least, fair. More physical damage, no chaos damage, no elemental damage. It already does physical damage, that just seems like a straight increase. Oh, the Shockwave Totem has the chance to do jagged ground. That actually makes sense. And so now we put that thing there. Relic locker decoration now available in your hideout. I don't have a hideout yet. Balbala the Advisor.
As Jin here, I shall serve as your guide. Together, we shall prove ourselves worthy.
Earn Relic of Lunging, plus 4 meters to dodge roll distance. Place this item on the reliquar at the start of the trial of the Sakemas. Okay. The trial.
I have had a great many years to think on my foolish choices, and now all I want is to earn my right to rest. This place was built to determine honor.
1 Dakar and 1 Advisor, which is them, I guess. Yeah, the Advisor.
Sekema. Tradition allowed for 1 Dekara and 1 Advisor. If I aid you here, and if you succeed, then my crimes will find me. Then and only then may I join those that have gone before.
Traitor.
I hardly know the woman I was before.
The reason why it feels petty and small, because it's been like 2,000 years since she did it.
No, feel petty and small. If I could go back, if I could speak to the woman I was, I would tell her what a fool she was.
She sounds a bit like my Oma, not even kidding you.
Listen, probably not. The mistakes we make are
Bink,
shaped
bink, bink? What the heck is that
from who
emote?
we are.
Oh, it's a cat doing punches. I literally could not tell. Imprisonment.
The tale women of many Akaras gathered on the day of my sentencing. Death was not punishment
Hi,
enough
Mitzi.
for my crime. They enacted the ritual, but my imprisonment as Jin would
Oh,
not
so
be
she agreed with
possible
it?
without my willful agreement. I accepted.
You thought it was funny? It is.
Because I deserved it. I have no idea how long I was trapped there, but it was as close to eternity as I can possibly imagine.
8.
The role of advisor is strictly bound by tradition. I may offer you aid, but only in certain specific ways. Look to me in your times of doubt.
Desert.
What happened to the plains of Astiri? The land has changed so much.
Oh, was it not a desert when she was alive? Because they've talked about it before.
Several desert regions slowly spreading, but it wasn't like this.
Where it's nothing but desert.
The Halani gates where I committed my crimes were waterlocks for a river. Now there is nothing but...
Oh, that's neat. They were water locks for a river, and now they're used as a gate of passage because there's no more water there, but there's the huge gates.
Goodbye.
The test of time, the test of cunning. So can I just keep putting relic locker? So I'm guessing I get a bunch of relics, and the more of these trials I complete, the more slots unlock, and thus the more relics I can fit in.
I'm ready.
Trial of strength. Will you advise me? No, you will not. I tried looking at that boss that disappeared before, the one that wasn't chained, in case it gave, like, unique loot, but when someone else played through the area, the boss wasn't there. Find disable all the crystals. Any crystals still active when the timer expires will damage you. Serpent Clan. Greed! My greed gets the better of me! I'm guessing it won't kill me, it'll just damage me a bit. Nope.
Goodbye.
Okay, so ignore all so it does so much damage. When there's still lots of them left, it will one-hit kill me. Oh, is that pointing me towards the next one? I don't particularly care about the loot. Does that mean I have to go back? Wait, do I have to go back around that whole way? Well, hopefully I've disabled enough of them that that's not an issue. I can check up there. But it looked like it was marking down there. Okay, so I do manage to explore the whole area. Or I'm allowed to later on, I mean. I take it my honor is how fast I did it. I wonder if I'm allowed to portal out. I mean, it lets me make a portal.
Face me.
So now when I'm far away, I can go like that, and I can shoot rocks at people. And it still does decent damage. And if I equip that fire shout ability, I can detonate said spikes. And they're all just empty chests to trick you into wasting time. Wait, is my honor going down? I don't think so. Maybe I'm just seeing that. Yeah, I don't see the number dropping. For a second I was like, wasn't it higher? Maybe I just have too high opinion of myself. Use 5 of that to restore 115 of your honor. Sacred water. Trial map, so I probably get to pick which trials I want to do. Contains rattle cage the Earthbreaker. Gold key, bronze key, sacred water. Oh, so is this just like the simulated universe? Why are you running, Virtue? Why are you running from me? Sacred water fountain inflicts you with deceptive mirror on entry. You're not always taken to the room you select. Sacred water fountain inflicts you with fiendish wings. Monsters' action speed cannot be slowed. Monsters have increased attack speed. A large sacred water, shattered shield. You have no energy shield. I have no energy shield anyways. Or I had like 6 of it. I wonder if those doors need keys. Didn't think so. Yep, so that opens the red door. Red door was over there, but I still want to see what's over here. Okay, blue lever. No, I'm just gonna roll through. The damage isn't that big. Oh, so both gates connect to each other. Oh, this one's faster.
Dodge this! I've no more room.
I'm gonna laugh if this just cancels the quest. Because it's like, if so, it makes sense, because you could just go to town and probably heal, etc. Though you have to cast that in the middle of combat, and enemies probably wouldn't give you time, sometimes. Oh, that had a socket. Oh well. That has a socket.
I will tell your tale.
I don't have many of those shards, so I want more of them.
Here for a story.
Oh god, will it not let me go back through the gate? Because I was in the area? I wonder if that's how it works. Portals are disabled here. Because it wouldn't be that that guy's in the way. I've been able to click the portal so many times regardless. So it might be that I really can't teleport out until the whole thing's done. Oh well, live and learn. Oh, can I go right back?
Greetings.
Did I bug the game out by teleporting out? I'm confused. Oh, I can just push enter here. Oh, okay, it's just that it kicks me back to the area here. In between stuff. Strength? So it's like, if I do want to sell things, I'd have to... This mode is very unfair for melee over ranged. Good luck. All good. The beginning wasn't very hard, but then I pushed the... What is it called? Oh, did I lose honor for leaving? Because my honor has actually gone down. And it looks like the chests are still looted. So I'll just go ahead. Oh, that gave me sacred water, which lets me restore honor, I think. So I think I teleported away from here. Yeah, why are so many of them dropping the sacred water? Oh, and I'm losing more honor. Was I supposed to do this speedily? Or is it when I take damage that I lose honor? Sacred Water is a currency you can only spend here. Yeah, it said I can restore my honor with it in the previous place. Take damage, you lose honor. Okay, so that is how it works. Sacred Water, I want the gold key. I don't know what it does, but it's gold. Give me the gold. If it hits 0, you lost the run. Okay, so that's how it works. At least that didn't reduce my honor. Stop chasing me! I'm so low on honor, I'm just gonna leave. Yoink. They haven't given me another one of those things to restore my honor for water yet. Bronze key, flicks you with suspected sympathizer, 50% reduced honor. Restored? Question mark? Does that restore 50% of your lost honor? Or it's a sacred water fountain, or it's a bronze cache, requires bronze key to open and afflicts you with black smoke. We'll go for the reduced honor thing just in case. Defeat all rare monsters to refill the chalice. Okay, now that I go, I actually have to avoid the damage. I'll be a lot more careful. Shop also sells honor. Ooze pincers the scarred. I'm trying my best to maintain my low honor. Oh god, more of them. Word for doing this the first time is extremely worth. Yeah, it said something about this is where I get my ascendancy. Or such. And I don't know what that does, but I just assume it either unlocks more skills or it's like a specialization for two-handed, one-handed, etc. I don't lose honor for teleporting out, right? Because it looked like I was able to teleport out, and then when I came back, I just appeared in that room before the current room.
Face me.
They're literally just avoiding it. I don't think you do. You're not 100% sure, though. Okay, good to know. Then I can be a loot goblin and claim everything for myself. Face me, he yells, lobbing shots from around a corner. Nodders. But I take it that's why you said it was more unfair for melee, this thing? Because melee has to run up close, and then you're not supposed to take damage. It looks pretty full. I guess that's why the door's open now. Yeah. Bronze key. Contains merchant, afflicts you with gate toll on entry, lose 30 sacred water. I have so much sacred water though. Spiked shell on entry. I don't know what gate toll is, I'm guessing I have to pay something, but I want to restore honor at the shop. Thank you for the head pat, Sinful. Lose 30 sacred water in room. Okay, that is all. You can claim this head pat. Aw, yeah. That looks like it's already dead. Survive waves of monsters until the timer expires. Killing any monsters reduces the timer. Uh-oh. That doesn't seem pleasant. I thought I literally was just going to the shop. This might be GG. Let's see. I can always pull out my shield if I need. Oh, it's gonna blow up. I still haven't taken water recently. Damaged recently, thankfully. There we go. One more hit and I'm dead. Or not dead, but GG. Oh, thank God.
Swift magnificence.
Hopefully I can buy honor, which seems horrible now that I think of it. I assume it's you're trading the sacred water for it, so it's like, that's so good of you. Purchase items. Restore 52 honor. Yes.
I will do my duty.
Can't buy anything else. The next minor boon you gain is converted into a major one. The next 10 non-boss monsters you hit are instantly killed. Restore 31 honor when you venerate a shrine. Restore 63 honor and entering a boss room.
Use that well.
Oh, it's a shrine to restore honor. Oh, where it's a sacred fountain. Shrine. Turns out honor isn't always earned. Sometimes you can buy it, Nodders. Unsurprising, to be honest. Okay, this is another defeat rare monsters. I kind of like that it's like a little roguelite mode. Oh, there's GG. In room 6. Let's sell stuff and try again. Now that I know I actually have to avoid being hit to hold on to my honor, I'll be a lot more careful this time.
Speak up.
And another urn relic.
How can I?
Looks like a good run, though. For my first time and being melee, I think I did well. 2060 life over 5 seconds, okay. 22% chance to gain a charge when killing an enemy, that's nice. Fountains have 6% chance to give double water. If you got any range stuff you can put on and come in clutch too. Bosses deal 5% reduced damage, restores 30 honor on venerating a shrine. Lower life flask. So this does less damage. Strikes deal splash damage to targets. It's 9 to 18 physical, 3 to 7 fire, 1% crit, 7% that. No, it's nice, but my other one does so much.
What? Do not wander.
I do have my Molten Blast that doesn't do a lot, but I could equip it just because. The Shout also makes it so that I can blow up those spikes. I'm not really using my shield much in there, so I feel like I can get rid of shield charge for now. And a resonating shield, I'll hold on to Molten just in case I use it. I'll hold on to those for now, just so I don't forget. And I take it the relic bonuses only affect while you're in this zone. Do I need another relic every time I attempt it? Thank you for the hydrate, Diana. I hope you're having a nice night. You know that anytime someone uses the S acronym for this game, you think of the panda from Kung Fu Panda. The relics are infinite use? Oh, okay, because she hasn't given me back that relic. Like, I don't know where it went. Is it in the relic locker? It is not. Because it's not in here. Or not the relics, but the thing for her, from her. She gave me an item that was used. Because the acronym is PoE. Oh, okay. Oh, attempt trials again, and she gave, there we go. And she gave me a new one. Oh, I have to put the relics in the locker to be able to swap them. Yeah, it should be reasonable till you win. Yeah, I just had to ask her for it. So that's too big to put in. 6% chance to get double sacred water.
I'm ready.
Since I re-equipped this stuff, Eternal Cry down there, Molten Blast down there. Good luck. Thank you. Excuse me. Now I know to avoid damage at all costs, that's the one thing reducing my honor. Oh, did it put me right back in here? Like, did I not actually fail the trial? Or is it just that the first room is different every time? Sasha, I hope you're doing well. I am. I hope you are too, Diana. It's always good to see you. Scarlet Guardian, then all damage ignites, and it has an energy shield that I have to break. Oh, they hit me twice already. So if I go like that, that then detonates them, which is kind of nice. Oh, I just have to survive? This is new on first room random. That makes sense then. So it's just killing the elites reduces the timer even faster. Restore honor, sacred water, fiendish wings. Dishonor tattoo on entry. Does that last for the? Does the debuff last only in that room, or for the whole thing? You read it correctly. Yeah, killing the monster short and it kills lower timer, but it takes down on its own. Monsters have more life isn't a big deal. Decreased damage taken while in low life, not a big deal. Whole run. Yeah. Monsters cannot be slowed. So, enemies have more health. I take more damage while low on life. I'll probably go for that since I never plan to get low on life. Since taking damage reduces my honor anyways. I'm guessing it's like beneath 50% health or something, you take double damage. Oh, and my heals are gone. Avoid anything that increases monster health or lowers your damage, just in your opinion. Sounds good. The monster health, I assume, increased boss monsters' health too, so that's the main reason I wanted to avoid it. Oh, that only hit him a bit. Lame. Oh, two of them at once. That's not cool.
Destruction!
It at least looks like the snake is following me. Thankfully all their attacks are like delayed. Oh, wrong button. Is that a new hard emote of Bobo's, or is that an old one that got animated? Okay, so multiples of those can... Well, it only blew one of those spikes up. Longbelt might have 2 slots, I wonder. Nope, still one. I was gonna say I'm mainly iffy about that big spider until he gets close. I am liking my spike attack, even though they can move past it. It feels more precise than the molten one. What could? What did I pick up that could? I'm confused. Rego something orb? Could be. Upgrades a magic item to a rare. Praise Sasha. Sasha is a very good boy. I'm so glad they stream every night so I could watch them on my laptop right next to me. Nodders, nodders. You are a very good boy, Sasha. Thank you for making me praise myself, Dyer. Otherwise, I never would. Shrine greatly restores honor and birders you with an affliction. Shrine to restore honor. Oh no, I have to go here first. Room types are unknown on the trial map. I don't want that, but that's the only way to go now. Well, I mean, if I really wanted to, I could just pull out my shield and see how much stuff I can block. Yeah, as soon as I see the boss has that electricity, I'm avoiding them. You should brace yourself more, you deserve it. I appreciate you saying so, but I beg to differ. Sasha's a baddie, confirmed. Nope, I got hit by that. You beg to differ too. Oh no! I thought it said the fog. Room types are unknown on the trial map. Oh, the room types are. The reward is still known. Where's your shrine to restore honor and no debuff? Nobody bullies you but us. That's how chat works. Oh, and it can only go that far. Lightning resistance, damage taken from minions first. I should have done the stun ability, but I didn't. I don't like these snake dudes, because all these delayed attacks are hilarious. Gruff shriek. Oh, and they're slowing me down. So I might have to actually avoid that dude until they're one-on-one.
Shatter and break! I need more time.
Because the bug's not a big deal on their own without their shield. Well, it says I can have 6 spikes up, but I can only, like, get 3 up before they blow up.
I've nowhere to keep that.
Oh yeah, that dude identifies stuff. And I think there was at least one thing I was interested in. 11 items identified, literally everything. Okay, that is a big upgrade. Reduces slowing potency of debuffs on you. That's kind of nice. Honestly, I need int for that. That's an upgrade. 10 strength, energy shield. It's on par, but I don't want to drop stuff into int. Ooh. 13 strength, 12 strength, so it's +1 more. Accuracy and crit damage. Well, this is tiny life regen and evasion. I'll be taking that. This can go to the monk or something if I play them eventually. 29% increased life recovery per. This gives 29% increased life from flasks. 260. So that does make my flasks heal a decent amount more. Oh, I can't use this because I didn't have the stuff for it? Question mark. It says level 12. Oh, it's because I didn't have a belt equipped. So this gives more health from my flask. Increased charm effect duration, can ignore. A ton of armor, a bit of life. Flask recovery rate is a little bit, and a bit of flask charges gained. Oh well, going for it.
Young one.
Yeah, and it still won't let me go through that, so I have to go through the front door. But before it let me go back to the room I was at. I want to say I love how they're guarding the caravan, even though I'm going to like some ancient temple of their ancestors. But I guess considering all these challenges have monsters in so many of them, I can understand why they'd be hesitant.
I'm ready.
Hi, Broken. How are you tonight? Posture will do. And hydrate, thank you. I don't remember those spikes there before. So did the room change after all? Or was the next room after the one I was in and I wasn't paying attention? You got a build for DBD you love, but you gotta prestige 3 characters and get the perks you want for it? Oof. That is a lot of work. It's like, I feel like I can get that stuff without getting hurt. While the spikes are up, you can walk through them without taking damage. You can only get hit with their erupt. Good to know. Not sure I trust doing it, though. Even though you've said it, I feel like something bad is going to happen. It spooks me. Oh, whoops. If all it did is open that gate, I'm shaking my head. Literally, the one side opens the other side. Still doesn't go anywhere. Sasha out here getting extra crispy. Fried cat boy, teardrop. I should have been more patient. I can explore a bit more here, but I don't want to risk it. As much of a loot goblin as I am. A lesser life flask here of all places seems a little delayed in game.
I would give anything for a sip.
It's mine! Ridiculous. Soft catboy, warm catboy, little ball of singed fur. Gasp, I know what that's from. Large fountain, but you have less maximum honor. Restore honor at a shrine, but you are not always taken to the room you select. Greatly restores honor and burdens you with an affliction that gives you no energy shield. I don't care about energy shield, though. I don't have energy shield. You have no energy shield. Nothing has changed. I'm not sure if that... Oh, whoops. Jumped right into that. I'm not sure if that poison counts. If I, like, walk through it, if that counts as losing honor. I feel like it doesn't. Is that sacred water? Seal relic, and it's literally just a seal. But it's carved into a cute shape, so it's worth it. Okay, it's in a sideways slot. Wrong button. I was gonna say that molten lava thing is doing more damage than I remember. Okay, I'm just gonna start dropping some items. Or not picking up, I should say. Sasha, you're a loot goblin. You can't just do that. We'll revoke your status. Probably. Apparently Zuckerberg is going to remove fact-checking from Facebook and Instagram because the sources who fact-checked were biased. Like what? Hilarious. By hilarious, I mean awful, but still. Tons of honor back. A bit of a minor random. You have no evasion. I don't think I had much evasion anyways. Large sacred water, bronze key. I don't think I've seen any chests that need the key. Oh, I keep keys though, because I still have 3 in 1. Or no, maybe I don't. Maybe I got those all this run. Speed King! How is PoE? It is very cold here. It is fairly cold here too, sadly, but PoE is going well. Still trying to get through this dungeon thing. I'm right by the end, though. But welcome home, Quiet. I hope the door shuts on them. Okay, so is this the boss itself?
The foe ahead is formidable. Steel yourself.
Damage taken low on life, no evasion, no energy shield. Those things shouldn't affect me much, though. Oh, he has an AoE. Does all his attacks do that huge AoE? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so T is my armor breaker. And isn't it? Oh no, I changed Molten Blast to T. What? There's Armor Breaker. God dang, they have a lot. I'm not able to do my charge properly because it takes too much time. Oh, that's the one that... Rattle Cage, huh? Doesn't sound like the name of any Earthbreaker to you. I know, right? But hi, Merc, how are you doing? Oh, and they made rocks in the middle of the map. He does that too quick, I can't get away in time. And I can't just restore my honor randomly. I wish she'd warn me like 2 seconds in advance so I could already start dodging. Okay, like one more hit and I'm doneer. That does seem way too cheap for... Oh, what is it called? For melee. You're doing well? That is good to hear. I think that means I have to start from the beginning now. Dying. So close, yep. Maybe it'll be a different boss next time. And then I won't have to dodge that huge AoE. Though I'm sure the other boss would have some other type of AoE, but still. Unless Rattlecage is the boss each time for the strength one. Oh, that's the only boss? Oh, okay.
Greetings. Go.
Young one.
Honor resistance? Does that mean I lose less? Firefall! Thank you for our raid. There's a different boss in the next floor, but each floor has a set boss. That makes sense, that makes sense. But thank you for the raid, Pikasaru. I hope you're doing well tonight. Hi to anybody new here. My name's Sasha. Despite how I look, I am in fact a boy. And I stream every single night. So if you're ever bored when Firefall's not around, you will find me here playing whatever game has got my attention. Max mana, chaos spells, critical damage, 2 mana per enemy killed. I don't actually like that one that much. Though it's rank 7 chaos bolt. Resistance super good, yeah, you lose less on hit, then that is something I'll have to equip right away. Firefall raid! Hi Prismarine, how are you tonight? And hi her Firefall, thank you for the raid, I hope you're doing well. Skibbity raid! And hi Luigi, I hope you're having a nice night. Reduce charges per use. So that allows this to be used 3 times, this only 2 times. You gain charges? Are you an artist or something similar? I am not, actually. Hi Kensenko. I'm not interested in commissions, though, if that's what you're going to ask me about. Such as passion is graphics design. Oh lord. Graphics design, I wish I could do. I mean, everyone can do it, but it still takes a lot of skill and effort. What happened to make that the raid message? They probably just thought it was funny. Because you're really good at drawing my attention. Adorable. I love it. Titter titter. I might have to use that sometime. I think I can go back through that. And I'll put in love the 2 different reactions. Nodders. My first thought was, nice save, Senko. My first thought is they were going to be like, oh, well, if you're not an artist, I can offer you my art abilities of this and this. And I was going to be like, please, God, no.
Blessings.
You thought the same thing, too. But they were not. They were adorable instead. The bots have gotten so bad they show up in chats now. You'd be surprised. We haven't had one in a while. But I've definitely had one where people have been like, hey, add me on TikTok. I have a message to send to you. And I'm like, can you send me the message here? or on like Twitter or something, and then they come back 2 streams later. Remember how I asked about TikTok before? Could you please reply to me there? And I'm like, is it about commissions? If it's about commissions, I'm literally telling you now, I'm not interested. And they go, please just check. I go, TikTok, it's about commissions. And I'm just shaking my head like, they have to be a bot, because no one is that dumb. No one is that dumb for someone to say, hey, I'm not interested in commissions, and then they're still like, hey, commission me. You wish you could draw, though? Don't we all? I wish you could draw too, Senko. Please, 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 let me sell you the stolen art. Please, please, indeed. It's sad how many artists you see in... well, not artists, but scammers you see in the VTuber space trying to do that. And half the time they're selling them at such dirt cheap prices that you know something's gotta be up. But then again, artists and riggers are the backbone of our VTubing community, so mad respect to them. They also have a skill I have not been able to do, so again, respect. And to that sort of thing, your reaction is always, be gone, bot. Okay, survived. Sweet AI slops, someone stole off Google Images, search said no one ever. That is one of the heartbreaking things about all this AI stuff. There is now so much AI art in Google. You like look up an animate picture or a reference picture and you see so many just awkward images pop up. You almost got scammed yourself on Discord one time. Oof, I'm glad you said almost though, which I assume means you did not. Can your VTubers spat in their faces when they used AI art? I kind of feel the same way. I have 1 or 2 friends that have made, well, not friends, but acquaintances. I know someone on Twitter who has 50,000 followers on Twitter because they post almost daily AI art of themselves with sexy lingerie and stuff like that. On that note, I'm just not a fan of it. I don't say anything to them. I don't say like, hey, why do you do that? It's their own choice, good for you. But I refuse to do that because I feel like it's an insult to artists. Daily art. Pinterest is now completely useless because it has so much AI slop on it. Monsters have more life. You cannot restore honor. Removed after killing the next boss. Monsters remove 5% of your life, mana, and energy shield on hit. Wait, what? Like when I hit them? None of these seem okay. All of these seem awful. You can't restore honor, but I have to beat the boss for it. Is it when they hit me that I lose 5%? I think it's when I hit them I lose it, which is, like, I can only go for the increased life. Can I just end this run here? Can I just walk out of here? It doesn't have many search options, so you can't specifically avoid it. This was literally the first room. I want out. I'm gonna see if they let me just cancel the run. You never like Pinterest because of none of the search results from there ever credit the sources or anything? I don't think I've ever used Pinterest much in my life. Recently watched a complete AI documentary. It was like 1.2 hours long, and halfway through you noticed it was AI. Like, what the heck? It is genuinely disappointing how many big companies are using AI art nowadays. I'm like, you can't, pay $100 to someone for commercial rights for an image to use in your commercial? Especially when it's something that uses art. Like, a while ago, I think it was Adobe or something like that, that did AI art of these dragons and such with one of their images, and everybody was shaking their heads and literally like, why would you not just pay an artist who's using your own Adobe products, like, to advertise it? You deliberately set up filters in uBlock Origin to filter out Pinterest for showing up? It looks like I can end the trial here. Hi Vrillix, how are you tonight? You chilling? The Coca-Cola AI Christmas ad was so awful. I'm not sure I saw that. Sorry, it's been a while since you've stopped by. Nothing to apologize for, Relix. I appreciate just the fact that you remember being stopped by at all. I can't expect people to stop by all the time just because I'm a daily streamer. They have lives and stuff. Just the fact that they take time out of their schedule to stop by, say hi, acknowledge I exist, is incredibly nice. Adobe first order. Oh, sorry, hold on. I have to focus on this because if the countdown goes down, I die. Running, running, running. One crystal remaining. In the other times I did it, I never paid attention to that. Trial complete. Below this popsicle stand, please close door. I don't know if the doors do close, but I want them to. No enemies are following me. I DM'd you a re-upload of it. I'll have to check it later. Hi, Raylix. How are you tonight? Adobe forced all the artists to make it so they could steal their images if you used their services, and the only way to opt out was like 20 different windows. You have the feeling that life is going to be really annoying and more difficult in the coming decades thanks to AI. The sad part is AI has a lot of good uses, and I mean a lot. It's just the generative AI that is basically awful. Tangent off talking about bot scammers trying to get commissions via Twitter and Discord. Oh yeah, are we talking about our hatred for AI? Nodders. Because it's like I've mentioned before, there is AI being used in medical diagnostics and stuff that is chef's kiss, absolutely amazing. They're using AI with sonar and stuff like that to help map the ocean floor further down than we could ever go. All these things, absolutely awesome. It's when you're literally stealing, like without credit, without paying for royalties or commercial use, just taking images from people, feeding it in a machine, and letting it build stuff off of that. And I've heard people argue, like, it's just like your brain. It's just like if you remember images and you use that to try and do art. It's the exact same thing. It is 100% not. Like, I have literally seen people put prompts into a machine and create an image that was almost exactly like the image you could tell it was based off. People posted a picture of Naruto at the beach, and someone tried using prompts like, beach, halfway up, clouds and sky, Naruto, beach, yada yada. And it literally, the line of the beach went to the exact same part as the original image. Naruto was facing the same direction. There was exactly 3 clouds in the sky, etc. And so yes, everything was slightly different, but you could tell it was literally basing it off that. The only situation with with EA and VTuber overlapping is when a VTuber themselves is some sort of AI in their lore. That's true. You just moved it, and it's basically impossible to find kitchen appliances without AI stuff in them. You want an oven that cooks your stuff. You don't want fancy stuff that needs an update that can track your consumption. That is freaky. You have no evasion. Traps deal more damage. Monsters deal more damage. No evasion, because I don't use evasion, really. What is it called? People have mentioned before, too, that the more things you add into a product, the more likely it is to break. Like, if you get a... Why is my mouth not moving? Question mark? Okay, it's moving now. Like, a friend who has a dad who is an electrician was talking about certain things like refrigerators and stuff. And they were basically saying, like, even if you just add a water dispenser onto the fridge, that makes it that much more likely to break. Because it's, not only is that thing taking a lot more room in the fridge that you can't put stuff in, but it's one more electronic component that can wear down over time, and that can need to be replaced for a bunch of money. Whereas if you literally just have the basic fridge, it is so sturdy that you're going to get at least 10 years about it. Did you hear about the AI-generated thing that Twitch did? Yes. They made that Christmas cat with the really weird eyes. And like 10 artists I saw on my timeline instantly told Twitch, like, here is literally a free emote if you cannot pay for it that I will give you of my own cat with a hat on it that you can use. Like, just don't use AI. I give you copyright for this. Twitch should have known better. It was really dumb. I feel like pretty much every company should know better. It's just that they don't care. Okay, I do have to defeat the ritual casters. Eyes, mouth, the ears were fused through them into the Santa hat. Ad starts in 5 minutes. Apologies in advance. I'm getting stuck. I feel like I ran past one of those. Investors want AI? Yep. I've heard about that too, just on like random Twitter feeds. How literally the easiest way to get investors to go into your project is to throw around buzzwords related to AI, and they'll just eat it up like, oh snap, this is the future. Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Hi Temily, I am well, I hope you are too. Adorned beetle. It got all dressed up and I literally just kill it. Oh, they blow up in electricity. Before it was Metaverse and Web3 that investor wanted, now it's AI. Generative AI is kind of mid at best, but scientific AI is much more effective. Nodders. Apparently tech bro investors fall for it because their stock usually goes up every time they use AI, even if their systems didn't need it. That is honestly kind of just depressing. Oh, just add it in because people will pay more money for it. Oh, okay. Was that the last one? Nope, gotta be at least one more. But the ad break starts in 3 minutes. Apologies to anybody unsubscribed. It is long, anywhere up to 3 minutes, but it's the only way to be pre-roll free. So please just take a break or tab away during that time. Oh, you're still alive. And I leveled up. I feel like I need more dex, but I'm just going for strength and I can always respec it. You're generally going grandma mode, you're only buying manuals. Manual tools for kitchen, easier to repair, maintain, and no more batteries. But the principle with all my dollar wasn't as pervasive, indeed. Capitalism at its finest, eye roll. I mean, capitalism has brought about a lot of good things for us, but it obviously needs improvements. What those improvements are, heck if I know, I'm not smart enough for that, but it's clear to see that there's a lot of problems with our current society. Thank you for the head pat. You're cursed with enfeeble? I don't know what enfeeble does. Lessens the damage dealt by those affected. If not otherwise specified, it does 15% less damage. That's depressing, but I can deal with 15% less damage. I don't want to, but... I kind of like these Death Crystal ones now because I can just run through them. I'm focused on this now, so I'm not looking at chat. I'll go back for that spirit gem later. I love how it just says they'll damage you. No, they straight up kill you. What you hate is that the stuff your grandparents were still working like 50 years ago. Now you're lucky if your fridge lasts 7 years. Yes, a lot of people talk about planned obsolescency, which I honestly believe is a thing. Although part of it is just that a lot of things are a lot more technical, so they're a lot more easier to break nowadays. Like even washing machines, etc. work so much differently than they used to. Yeah, it's going the same way blockchain did. Investors were so excited to add blockchain to things. They'd say they're adding it to things that couldn't even utilize it in any way just to pump up the numbers. And there's AI chat apps. Some are getting so realistic it's addictive for younger teens, and they start spending all day talking to AI on their phones. It's not good for mental health. I think I've heard about that too, because they can basically train the AI to be like one of their favorite anime characters, etc., or like a star. Oh, I got hit there. So I think this costs 5 water. Yeah, which isn't much, especially to restore that much honor. Restores honor and grants you a boon. Bronze key, merchant, sacred water. Restores honor and grants you a boon. Large sacred water. And the water is used at the merchant, but I kind of want to see the boon. Storage shot. There's apps with no filters, whatever, that let you freely roleplay with the AI. Even that kind? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Sex sells, and so I can see sex RP bots being like one of the top used ones. Not even for just teenagers, just for people in general who are very lonely. Have you heard about that robot for kids where the servers got shut down? Those kids are mentally destroyed. It was for them a friend that they grew up with after they died. Many kids are feeling like they lost a best friend. No, I did not hear that, and that is depressing to hear. I can absolutely understand it. Because as a kid, you might have imaginary friends and things like that that you get attached to. So of course, if you're just talking to a chatbot and it realistically looks like it acts replies to you when it goes, you're going to be like, oh god, something happened. I feel like whoever created that should have known that is not okay. I kind of agree with what, I think it was Australia that banned social media for people under 16 or something like that. Like apps like TikTok, Twitter, etc. I think they can still use things like Discord for talking with their friends, but literal social media, it's supposed to be against the law to let them access it. And I think they only did that last month. But to me it makes perfect sense because they're basically spending their entire lives on it. Then again, a lot of adults are doing the same thing, but at least they should know better. You just got an ad for Amazon Pharmacy and they have Amazon doctors that will prescribe you your medications you can get delivered with Amazon. Oh, this is the world we live in. Most social media platforms don't allow minors to have accounts anyways. That makes sense. Creates a persistent buff skill gem or level existing skill gem. A persistent buff skill gem? Oh, this is where I got Magma Barrier. When active enemies, you overkill with attacks, cause an explosion that ignites nearby enemies based on the overkill damage. Uses fragments of armor scavenged from enemies to bolster your own. Fully breaking an enemy's armor grants you a stack of scavenged plating for a duration, and you gain armor and thors per stack. Hi Frost! I hope you're doing well. I hope your stream went great. I was lurking. I see you just raided out into Sweet Valentine. But thank you for coming by. I lurk in yours. I'm just sometimes too shy to say hi because you have a lot of people and I'm like, oh no! But you have yourself a great night. We're now in a dystopian world where mega corporations control healthcare. It only lasts 8 seconds, 3% more armor per thing. I feel like you can probably keep stacking it. Big agree, former coworker here has an under 13-year-old she let have a Facebook account and they learned to lock it down. I can't imagine being a parent in this day and age. I would feel like I'd be more worried about a girl than a guy. I know that's sexist and I apologize, but it's just, I worry if you had like a young girl, you're giving her a phone, a social media app, I'd worry so much about grooming, or her getting a boyfriend, sending a picture or two she shouldn't, because she's a kid, she thinks she's in love, she thinks all this stuff, and then it gets spread around to all her friends and creates such a devastating impact on them. Definitely not sexist, it's just reality. As a person who grew up in the middle of nowhere, banning me would have cut you off from the world as a kid teen. The only thing you were able to do was looking at cows or stuff your age. Some people in your age didn't exist in your area. I can understand that. I feel like the hair of Ash I'll go for. Can I... It's a buff. So do I literally replace something like Magma Barrier with it and it just passively applies it? It looks like I do. Carry you and hunt. I guess I'll put it on instead of Magma. No, actually I'll just hold on to it for now. They look at the phone and leave. Dyer asks them to carry them and hunt and they're just like, no. And they leave. Heartbreaking. Why would Onion be so mean to Dyer? Also, Valid, you grew up pre-internet. Oh, enemies. You grew up pre-internet out on far reach of your island, so friends were hard to reach and hangouts were even more difficult to arrange. You don't carry. Also, how is the game going? The game is going well. I'm definitely enjoying it. If I level a second character, I'll probably be willing to play with other people. On my primary character here, though, I'm basically doing it solo, just because. So I have to open green and blue. You didn't have a phone till you were like 16, but you grew up playing video games online and watching YouTube and such, so you already know what to look out for by the time you had a phone. Are you saying I have a chance? Indeed.
I've nowhere to keep that.
That has 2 slots on it. This game is multiplayer? It is. I believe the enemies get more health if you play multiplayer. I'm not sure if they actually do more damage, but they definitely have more health, especially the bosses, from what Fujiwara said. How many players? I'm not sure. I'm guessing probably like 4. It's still a whole new digital world out there for kids nowadays. True. I didn't have a cell phone till I was like 16 or such as well. I mean, I had access to a computer at home, so at home I could definitely still talk to my friends on apps and stuff like that, but my parents didn't have the money to just give me a phone willy-nilly. I had for a while my brother's old iPod Nano when I was young, Sasha Talkie using AOL. I feel like I know what AOL is. It was the yellow app, right? Because I feel like that hasn't been around in forever. Shasha, should you go on a date with a blue-haired crazy cyber lady? Yes. It'd be better if they had purple hair, but blue is acceptable. You didn't realize until you saw a documentary about it, but a lot of people using Meta, Facebook, VR worlds are kids, like literal kids. That is, again, depressing. I feel like that's something you get so addicted to. That's actually something I really want to try out. After I get my 2.0 model eventually. I'm redoing the character design I had done the other month. But I want to try out VR chat just to be able to see some of those VR worlds in person. because they're things like you could never see in real life, and getting to see them firsthand seems really cool. Wait, what is acceptable? You dissing Gura? I don't think anyone mentioned Gura, but that doesn't surprise me that Onion would like transfer everything in their head into just being Gura, Gura, Gura. VR chat is fun, but you can get very sucked in. Monsters have reduced action speed. This one may or may not trap you in cyberspace to sort through versions to try and leave. Gasp! Key or merchant? Merchant. Actually, oh no, that has a socket. You don't have time for it anymore, but it was very fun meeting lots of cool people where you met most of the furries that you know and they were very nice to you. That's good to hear. I see Lumichu doing streams sometimes. You'd probably like Lumichu if you've never seen her, Dyer. She is a furry too, or at least she has been in the most recent year. She used to be Kimono Mimi, but then she eventually got a furry model, and I think she's been wholeheartedly enjoying it. She's also trans. If you remember Sleepless Cafe, I first met Lumichu. She raided me with like 100 people when I was still small. Is it spelled like this? Hey, yes, that's Lumichu. She hasn't streamed much lately. I try to catch her streams the few times she does, but the place where you lived was a reception hole, so no internet, no phone calls and stuff. You could only communicate with people if you were walking to the bus stop 5 kilometers away from home, which was annoying to do, so you had little contact with the outside, and that's still impacting you 10 years later. You're concerned a boomer by... Oh, you're considered a boomer by your friends because you don't know how to communicate and use online banking and stuff. That's tragic, but that's still something you can learn. VR chat is cool if you stick to playing with your friends in private worlds. It's easy to become a sussy-addicted gooner, to put it in lighter terms with that game. I know there is, like, 90% of it is sussy, and there's a lot of people who do trolling and racist stuff in there. So I don't think if I did it on stream, it would literally only be something I'd acknowledge, like, with regulars. Gooner! Onion's favorite word. They lamau whenever they see it. There are trolls, but you have settings to make it so you can't see new users' models. Don't know if it's a modern problem. Also, you know Lumichu? I mean, I don't know them personally or whatever, but I know who they are, and I like them a lot. There's a lot of people who made your VR chat crash with their model.
Greetings.
And I'm too away from having the water for this. I should have tried killing more enemies there. It's the same stuff this time, so I wonder if the merchant's the same every time. Key. Pledge, which can be accepted to change the trial's parameters? I've never seen that, so I'm curious. Most of what you know about VR chat is from that one VTuber who are famous for flips and breaking their stuff. Seems like pure chaos and lol random. I don't know about flips, but would that be Fillion? I haven't heard much. Yep, okay. I haven't heard much of Fillion lately. Like, the most recent thing was maybe... Oh, I got hit. Was maybe, like, 2 months or such ago, where she tried to have a Nendoroid made of her model, and then found out that she does not own her model. Her model was, like, a free model she stole off VRChat. I'm not even kidding you. There's a clip of her bragging on stream that she just, like, uploaded it for free from VRChat, and has been using it for absolutely everything VTuber related. And so once that was found out that they were doing the Nendoroid, people instantly contacted the person who did make Fillion's model. Like, all Fillion did was change the colors of the model in VRChat or whatever, and they absolutely told her, like, no, under no circumstances do I allow this. So it actually fell through. I don't know if she got a new model or not. Because the person basically said, this is a public use model, lots of people use it, and have paid to use it. I can't just give you ownership of it or sell it to you. And plus, if I do that now, it makes it more murky in the future with other models I use. Because if it's like, if you've allowed this to happen with this, it could be realistically thought it can with other stuff. Whereas if they just allow it to be public use paid forever, they don't have to worry about people coming at them for changing the terms. But it's like, she is absolutely big enough that she should have known better. There is no way that she didn't. You unsubscribed for her. She kept doing stunts for punishment games that kept getting more and more dangerous, including using an airsoft gun on herself and eating gross things. Ugh. There are also people who had mod tools that allowed people to copy your model even if you had that setting turned off. I did hear about that. Should you take on a pledge to coach the inscrutable, altering the parameters of the trial? I'm just curious to what this will do. Merchant price is less, but monsters don't drop sacred water. Gain luster with Lacquer, giving me 50% defense, but I have less movement speed. Minor boon, but a minor affliction. None of these seem good. I wonder what the minor affliction is. This seems absolutely worth it to me, aside from the fact that there's those things to chase down the death totems. I don't want to be slowed down for that. The monsters don't drop a lot of sacred water. This seems like the thing that'll hurt me the least. Models are expensive, but if you're even moderately accessible, you should be able to get your own VTuber model or avatar. Absolutely. Model makers definitely deserve so much more love, and world makers of the world they put into VR chat. Shrine that restores honor, burdens you with gate toll where you lose 30 water on room completion. You're not always taken to the room you select, but literally, that's the last room. That's very rare nowadays, ever since VRChat implemented easy anti-cheat and made it near impossible to use a modified client. That's good to hear. Let's go to the merchant. When you played, they didn't have an anti-cheat. I knew someone that had over 1,000 hours, I think it was, in VRChat, but that's unsurprising, especially when you consider how many hours Dire has in Paladins. Nodders. Wasn't it like 2,000 before? Dire said, "Don't call me out!" VRChat used to be riddled with hackers. Oh, Malice. I was like, that gives you the skill level mace? What? It's 4,500 hours? Good lord. I absolutely expect you to be streaming that every single day. Forever. If Dire ever streams something other than Paladins, I'm revoking their Paladins license. And that is 100% a real thing that I did not absolutely make up at that exact moment. You have this game, what can you say? It is a good game, even if I haven't wanted to play it for the last year or such. Which should I play it with you on stream? Possibly, once you start streaming. But I just haven't been in the mood for it at all, so I can't see it being something I would stick to. Wrong lever, Kronk! That's literally why I named my Ogryn in Warhammer Darktide Kronk. Yes. Cusco's poison. The poison for Cusco. The poison that will kill... I can't remember the third one. I'm not being hit... Release. I got hit once or twice, but still. You have like 700 hours in VRChat? Specifically designed to kill Kuzo? Could be. All I have to do is find the exit. Tapestry relic? I'm not sure I've seen that. Oh, it's a longer sideways one. You hate VR chat, your trusted user rank can have at least 1,000 hours, but you hate it. Maybe you just hate it because it stole your life from you. 1,000 hours from you. Yeah. I was about to say, is that one about to blow up? And it was. Okay, that is open, so maybe I can just leave. Thank you for the biddies for the giant onion emote. Sometimes you'd put on headset, take it off, and be like, oh, it's nighttime now. You were addicted at one point, you rarely ever play it now, but you stay in the know. The wonder if that emote is so weird. Agreed. 1k hours is only 41.6 days. It's only a month or so spent playing it constantly. Owner emote is sus and cute. That too. A month and a half. Dang. Store 52 honor. You have 25% more max. Movement speed might be huge. Monsters deal less damage. More sacred water found. An X key you find is duplicated. I can actually buy both of those. I kind of want the movement speed just for get you're rolling well for this run. Thank you. I want the restored honor because that's basically damage I take. In all truth, the movement speed might throw me off and mess with me. First person that came to mind. You are a very good boy, Minerve. Thank you for redeeming something that you absolutely know I'd be pointing directly at you. It is very adorable of you to do. So you are a good boy, Minerve. Good boy. Nodders. Minerve's just like, Ree! Anytime I don't specify, you pick me. I do. They're running. Get them. Just so we can shower them with praise. Sorry, I used to be drawn in by the attractive models, but the game is bad for your mental health. I don't doubt that. Didn't he blow up like... Yeah. Okay, not close enough. And they normally attack fast enough that... Oh, whoops. I don't think there's a way for me to destroy those, but I'm still trying. Is that going to be it? It's like if a set amount of time has gone by, I worry that they're going to start the AoE that always hits me for a lot of damage. His hands glowed red and it still didn't do it. I knew I was risking it there, but he had that stun icon. Can't look at chat because I'm hyper-focused. I didn't bother breaking their armor this time. That only lasts a certain amount of time, though. That time I had more time to do that. Hey! And then I die right here and now. Praise Onion, the weird emote person. Thank you for having such weird emotes, Onion. I genuinely appreciate you. You are an awesome streamer and friend, so thank you for being you. You are a very, very good Onion. Naughties. I have to reload the internet on my laptop because it's being a dum-dum. And literally everybody's reading out that I was watching. Be fair, they said the first person that comes to mind, the first person that comes to mind would realistically be the person that you were just reading since they redeemed it. Friendly reminder, when you get a segment nerve, also said up close and personal. Gasp! I didn't realize that, sorry. Am I supposed to do the praise again while up close and personal? And it was supposed to be for Minerve because they were the first one to redeem it. So you are a very good boy, Minerve. Thank you for being you. I appreciate you. Naughties, 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 naughties. And hi, Faison. How are you tonight? I hope you're vibing. Let's go! Whee! Kaiko has good emotes, like no joke. And I just like the names of them since they often say am. Am Kaiko, am cute. Am Kaiko, am fast. While you're at it, might as well. Relic, gold key, wide belt. Relic. I don't care about the other stuff right now. As much as a loot goblin as I am. Oh, and there's a stash so I can store all my stuff. Interact to choose your ascendancy. Can I open all of these? Good job beating it. Thank you. Does it get harder each time because you said there's a different boss for each floor? Praise yourself. You are a very good boy, Sasha. Thank you for streaming every night and being such an absolutely amazing person that everyone looks up to. You got a certain amount of keys. Nodders, nodders, nodders. So thank you, Sasha. You're a very good boy. 1 copper and 1 gold. I do. Converts your leftover sacred water 2 keys. You can only open what keys you have. Oh, that's how it works. I'm just going to store items here that I can sell later. So I have 1 gold key, 2 bronze keys, so that's what the keys are for. Emerald, those are I think my first gems. Every Sasha deserves praise, sometimes nodders.
Praise the wild.
Oh, I could have used my water to buy a relic from her rather than turning it into keys. So you had the choice of buy a relic with it or convert it into keys to open the chest. Say what's in them, by the way, lol. You opened a focus chest. I did not realize that. I just thought it's like gambling. Pick which one you want to open. Also, don't be discouraged by people saying where you suck, where you can get as strong in game as other class. Oh, it doesn't discourage me at all. I'm enjoying it. It hits hard. I just find it funny that lots of people have said, like, ooh, good luck with that, that's the hardest to play, or this or that. So that would have gained water at the start of the trial. That gives more keys and more honor restored. Not endgame stuff. Okay, ascendancy.
I choose my own way.
Cradle Might is always laid buried within you, now's the time to rise, or warbringer. So this has strength, carry a chest, which adds 20 inventory slots. Ooh. Effect of small passive skills. Armor, AoE. Slam skills can cause aftershock shocks. You think you're back again? Wibbles. More armor from equipped stuff. Every second slam skill is boosted. I already have it boosted. Slam skills have more area. Your hits are crushing blows, as well as cause heavy stun on enemies that are primed for stun. Stun build up, regen life, max life, stun build up. More damage against heavy stun enemy. You can't change this, so pick wisely. More armor break, more armor, totem life. Trigger ancestor spirits when you summon a totem. Break armor equal to 10% of hit damage dealt. So just your regular hits constantly break armor. Grant skill encase in jade. Gain a stack of jade every second. Consumes all stacks of jade to grant a buff for a duration that absorbs all damage from hits up to a maximum based on the amount of jade consumed. Literally right after you sent your last message, your internet died again. Well, part of the reason you quit Warframe is because you picked Meg as your starter and found out later there's not much good early game builds for that one. A hit is anything that isn't dot. You can break our enemy armor to below 0, but does it have an effect? 20% of damage from hits is taken from your nearest totem's life before you. Totem life, armor, block chance, warcry speed. Corpses in your presence explode when warcry, dealing 25% of their life as physical damage. 4% chance to block from equipped shield instead of the shield's value. You imagine negative armor gives increased damage? I would think so. Less block chance, but you can block damage from all hits while shield is not raised. Hi Oblique, how are you doing? Congratulations on 100 check-ins. Ignore warcry cooldowns so I can just spam them? 100 check-ins, it is a big deal. I'm still not sure what I want. I'm glancing online to see the benefits of them. If I can only pick once after like 12 hours of gameplay. I wish I knew that it would have been 100 times cooler than the average person. I'm just reading up on stuff. Thank you for the head pat. Both of them seem good, but people are saying that Warbringer or what Titan or whatever can melt bosses, but Warbringer can also like infinitely stun stuff if you spec it properly. You want to mention all those who helped you reach this great achievement: Siran being cool, Darren carrying a hunt, and Jed for being a bro, and Sasha for being a fun person to watch stream. I thought you were going to say Sasha for having this redeemed so that you can actually stack it up. Let me Google if you can change ascendancy later. No, you can't change it later. Yeah, that's what someone said, but I just want to make sure of it. You can refund all points and switch stuff like that, but... I'm leaning towards Titan just for because I've been using my two-hander anyways for high damage, but it's in most boss fights I go Sword and Shield, which feels like it'd be more warbringer. Could wait to decide and look more into it if you're nervous about committing. That might be what I have to do, because I'm sure I can come back. Just sneeze. You can respec in the game, but not your ascendancy. This is a one-time picking. So, Totem Life, don't really care that much about. They both have increased armor break. You break armor passively with hits dealt, which seems nice. If you find skills you like later, pick the ascendancies for those skills, then maybe. Trigger spirits when you summon a totem, which increases like damn. Each totem summon an astral spirit minion to fight for you. Spirit that summons minions died, then the sister totem will too. The ascendancy is sort of like picking a second class. It's the only thing you can't respec. The Jade absorbs damage. So you cast it to absorb damage, which is nice. The fact that it just makes your attacks passively reduce small bits of enemies' armor, so you can break their armor even without doing anything, seems good for a party. Corpses and presence explode when you warcry. Chance to block. Ignore warcry cooldown. Seems kind of cool that you can just spam certain warcries. One person online said something about you can just like infinitely stun people by spamming some staggering stun shout. Slow life regen, stun build up. All hits are crushing blows. Cause heavy stun. More life, more damage against heavy stunned enemies. Hi, Raffle. How are you tonight? Strength, carrying capacity, effective small passive skills, AoE, size, armor. Slam skills can do an AoE, aftershock for AoE. You say pick the one on the left for no actual reason. More armor from equipped stuff. Every second slam you use is ancestrally boosted, but I already have ancestral boost on it. There are not notable keystones, ascendancy, or pascals where you can select an attribute. You've never played this game, know nothing about it. Inventory slots is nice, but doesn't do too much. 8% strength is good. Stun build-up is nice. You're going good, you're chilling playing Fortnite. Damage against heavily. I'm kind of thinking maybe Warbringer. Just because I feel like it would be better in groups later on if I want to play with other people eventually. Worst comes to worst, I could level another character if I actually wanted to commit to it. It says that this, like online said people say this basically melts bosses. True, you could always level another. Titan melts bosses, don't know if it'll be nerfed, but the combo is heavy stun with Bone Shatter, with the gem that gives fully broken with heavy stun. Playing Warbringer with War Cries, no cooldown Seismic Cry, and all war speed notes in the passive means infinite knockback and stun. Bossing and mapping is super safe and clear speed is decent. I think I'm gonna go with Warbringer. Blanket. Done. No takebacks.
Strength is all.
Onion was literally waiting to say no the moment I picked one. They don't even care. I guarantee you they don't even care. They're just literally right there just so they could go, "No, not that one, Sasha. Why did you pick that one?" Ridiculous.
This place is in disrepair, though it may take another 1,000 years. I must restore it to its former glory.
You would never.
You need me, I will continue to serve as your guide.
Series Mystical
Hi, Sleep.
Genesis
How are
Legendary
you?
Supreme.
Coins.
Sasha is Mystical Genesis Legendary Supreme. Mods are Mystical Genesis Legendary Supreme. Fakesons is Mystical Genesis Legendary Supreme. Nodders Sashik 10 pickups Sashik 10 boop Sashik.
Okay, so I can't do it again until I find more of that stuff. Can't believe Sasha bricked his character. Teardrop. Online, pretty much all the people said that both of them work very well.
Cool winds.
Just so I don't have to bring them back with me, I can put them straight into the relic chest. Which one did you pick, Mayup? So you'll pick the other? I picked Warbringer. Titan is the one that is like heavy two-handed damage and stuns, which is most of what I've been doing. The other one seems to be more playing safer, which I like in the long run. Reduced merchant prices. Additional room is revealed on the trial map. Indifferent. Honor resistance is good. Honor resistance and max honor. Because I am thoroughly enjoying my two-handed thing, so you'd think I would have picked that. I've been using it like the entire game. Did you go with left or right? With right. And I might regret it later. Like, not even kidding you. I just feel like it'll be better for playing with other people. You almost said choose the one right. So I really need to build those Titan that would heavy stun with crossbows, explosive shot, and reload off of heavy stun. Onion, do I go to Mastodon Badlands, Keth, or Valley of the Titans? Badlands? Okay. Certain places of power predate people, certain places of death do not. I might have to go there from, I guess, the actual ship. We are going to wind down soon because it's just about 3 AM for me anyways. Oh my god, that emote. The think, and it just scrolls past. It looks so creepy from far away. Titan's last since there's a shrine that needs stuff from the other two. Good to know. And again, the internet on my laptop's being a lot baddie and not refreshing chat. Oh, that was a relic I could have checked. Salty. Whee! That's all stuff I looted in the last room and just threw into the storage box. The hour of seasoned squishing is upon us. I understand squishing, Sasha, because it's funny, but why season them? Are you planning on eating them? That is ominous.
Stay inside.
Oh, that's the one that has it. 260 life. Chance to get a charge when you kill an enemy. Eh. That's a smaller one. Streamer's friend, not food, nodders. Now that I'm out of there... I'll put that away. I wanted to try out Resonating Shield, sharing is caring, Sasha, but what if I don't care? Duh. Shockwave when you take a step while using the supported skill, and we give that to shield charge. So more charges gained, less max life, no armor bonus, same life recovery rate, less charge used. Oh, there's 2 flash charges gained. Did you peace out again, Seer? You found out you had some lavender Earl Grey left. You're gonna throw some honey in for tonight's drink. Nice, nice, nice. More internet troubles here. I feel like I prefer the armor. They're fairly similar. But the one has more flasks gained by like 24%, more charges gained, so you can heal more often, while the other one has 54 armor. Though the charges gained, I am a baddie and have to heal a lot. But I feel like the armor means I don't need to heal so much. I'll toss it in here for now. Second Monster Hunter Wilds open beta test. Oh snap. Can I socket the gems into my talent tree, or only into the weapons with sockets? Because my talent tree or whatever has a thing. There's like a jewel socket there. Oh god. Can I never take it out? Okay, I can. I can't. Wrong button. Wrong button.
Hello.
Increased honor restored. That would be really good. Pistol Monster Hunter posted on X about it.
Young one.
I can honestly see myself buying an extra stash tab just to have one for like every character. I feel like Daze is different than Stun. I think this was from the previous area. Yeah, it has all those little stats, but this has so much more armor. Okay, Onion said Badlands, because he is a baddie. Teardrop. I'll probably log out when I get there. And then, yeah.
How does anyone live in this forsaken wasteland?
Okay, so these abilities appear in here. If I wanted to, I could take skill points out of this stuff and start putting them into that. I know I've seen people like level 59 or such, so I know there's still a lot more skill points to get. I see Shore on, and I haven't seen them in a while, so I think we're going to raid into her. But yes, thank you to everybody coming out and vibing with me tonight. Not sure if I'll play Hunt and Darktide or such tomorrow night. Something like that. We will see. I've been enjoying both. But now I'm going to go spam my gacha dailies. Not gonna... You all have a nice night. Someone who's level 81 joined you. Heck, that is a lot of passives then. Night. Hope you all take care of yourself. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the biddies. Thank you for vibing with me. I appreciate you all. But good night. Peace out. See you around. Go say hi to Shore. And bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Peace. Your mom.